Welcome back. I'm going to do a really quick class today on rubs and a technique that is really close to dry brushing. Dry brushing is when you take paint or glaze and you paint the whole item black, and then you come back with a dry brush and you put very little bit of paint on there, and then you lightly rake it across and it only catches the raised areas. But we're going to use metallic rubs. I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's an accent that you can use with your finished pieces. So like I was saying before, you paint the whole thing black, and then we're going to do something that's very similar to dry brushing with this, but we're going to use our finger instead. Now, once we get done with this, we're going to spray it. It's going to be permanent. Nothing's going to rub off. It's going to look really cool. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the Doc Holliday's. And I don't think they make this anymore. Here, though, you can still buy this. It looks like this. It's about 12 bucks on Amazon. I'll try to put a link down below if y'all want to go look. It'll be affiliated link, so if you do buy it, then I might get like a penny or something. But let's move on. This is one of the simplest ways to do your piece. So say if you bought a piece that was already poured, and you didn't do it yourself, so you don't have a kiln or whatever, I'm gonna start selling those. So if you wanna buy one of these, you don't have a kiln, you can still decorate these and have them look really nice. So this one right here, you can look for one of these with the simple colors or the brown. What am I gonna use? I saw it not too long ago. What was it? French Antique, was that it? Now, to do this the right way, you're going to go against whatever grain is on here. So this grain comes down. You can already just see the dust on my hands. So we're going to go this way, and we're going to do it real light. Just basically barely touching. We don't want to get the mushrooms. We're going to use a different color on them. If you make a mistake, keep your stain with you. Now, this is what I put down. This is an acrylic stain, and this is by Mako. But I like to use the Doc Holliday acrylic stain. It is really nice. They still sell it, so you can still buy it. This right here is just cheaper, and it's flat black, which I really like. But I like the Doc Holliday better. Back in the heyday, 70s, 80s, 90s even, boy, you couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a ceramic store. Nowadays, you can't find them anywhere. And then I just press my finger in it and just get a tiny bit more on there. We're going to keep going around. Now, if you touch this right now, it's going to get on you. This will get on you. So be careful. Make sure that you have a place to hold on to it where you're not going to disturb it. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to be selling this lamp unfinished, so y'all can buy it and finish it out yourself. I never know where to look on this thing. Is it over here? Over here? I don't know. And if you want to do this technique, it's really simple. Now we are going to use an aqua on the cape. Yeah, you see I never use this, huh? We're going to go real light. Now a little darker than that. Okay. So this one, all the way up in here, we're going to have to use a brush. And if you don't want to get these patches on our jacket, you can come back and paint over them, because that's going to be a lot easier than trying to skip them with your finger. We live in the middle of nowhere. And when I say BFE, I mean middle of nowhere. We have to go over 10 minutes just to get to a gas station. And it has been so noisy out here today. All the hunters getting ready for hunting season, which we are too. My husband, one of his passions. But everybody's moving cows and moving horses, and nobody really lives out here, but they have the property for their animals. And this is the noisiest I think it's been here since we moved here. We haven't gone through a fall, winter in this house yet, so hopefully it won't be too terrible. But you see this way this is coming together? She's got that dark, eerie, iridescent, which is exactly what we're looking for. We want it to be elegant. Still spooky. Now, if y'all want me to, if enough of these sell, let me put it like that. If I start making these and I sell, 3 or 4 or 5 of them, something like that, I'll do a class on doing a dry brush with just regular old ceramic stain or acrylic paint and show you how that differs, which it does. I like using makeup brushes. At Christmas time when all of those go on sale, I buy a bunch of them. I mean, obviously I've got paint brushes, but these things are a lot stiffer than most paint brushes, especially for something like this. So we're going to get in here. Sorry about for the mess too. Usually when I'm doing a video, I try to get everything all cleaned up and pretty, but I have been covered up with orders, and that's why you haven't heard from me in a while. I've just been too busy, and I didn't think y'all wanted to see me just sit around and pouring and demolding and glazing the same thing over and over again. So I haven't really been doing any classes, but I've been getting ready to do some really good classes for y'all. One of them is making brains out of Jello molds for other projects. And another one is how to make a mold of your mold without breaking the bank. Do you see how it's coming together? I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll take it in the office and plug it in so you see in the daytime and in the nighttime what it looks like. Like I said, sometimes less is more. Too much. Let's see if we can get some of that off there. It's better. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that. Now on the back, we're going to use our finger and we're going to rake it across. Which is this gold right here. Load your finger. Start where you left off. And rake it across. We have some ruby red someplace. Ruby red. We're going to put a little tiny bit on her lips. Just a hint as usual. See? Now we could make her eyes closed and take the black because she's got the silver here. Let me show you. So she's got the silver on her face. So it's really white, but it looks silver over black. And we could draw, or paint rather, the black eyelashes here and here and leave her eyes closed, or we could go ahead and paint the eyes. Now can you see it? So what we've done is we're just going to rake this out a little bit right underneath the water line. And we're going to put a tiny bit up here at the hairline. So that draws it. Smooth it out, wipe it off, whatever you need to do. Now we're going to get some acrylic stain and we're going to paint eyelashes. So we're going to go along the water line and we're just going to come out, not individual lashes, just a line that's not straight. On the water line. And then just pull it out on a line that's not straight. And that is a closed eye. All right, I'm going to take this opportunity because I've got this regular black. I'm going to touch up anything that I kind of got out of the lines with. Okay. Well, it looks like we're getting close to being finished. I don't see maybe the eyes on the stump, but we're going to go ahead and use the same color as we did on the stump, though. We're just going to lightly brush over the center. That's all you need to do. Just a little dot, 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 dot. This hole on this one is a little big, in case you was wondering. You are correct. The rest of the holes will be a slightly bit smaller. Okay, there she is. She's looking good. Love that iridescent green. These flowers, we're going to use the ruby red that was on her lips, I think. I'm going to use my finger here. Oh yes, much better. So the flowers back here. Flowers up front. Are we missing anything? Nope. Okay, she's done. It's time to spray. Okay, there'll be a bottom. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Now, when you order these, it'll come with this. I'm just going to show you how to put it on. It'll come with the bottom. If you order them to make yourself. Now, if you order them for me made, obviously, it'll all be put together. Okay, so that's the newest little addition to the creepy lamps. Okay, so for the bottom, I use this felt. It has got a sticky back already on it. I lay it over here, trace it, cut it out, and put it on the bottom. And we're just going to cut it out. Now, I'm not going to glue this on here. Sorry. I'm not going to glue this on here until after it's sprayed, for obvious reasons. And don't make fun of my scissors. They work fine. So, after we meticulously cut this out, now you can use an X-Acto knife. It'll probably go faster for you, really. I've done that before. Next question is, do we want this shiny? Or do we want it the matte with just the rub? I want it matte with just the rub that's on here. So I'm going to take this camera and all this stuff outside and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use on this one. This is a matte finish, permanent protective matte finish, eliminates glossy sheen, etc., etc. I do not put a lot on. I just make sure I cover it. And the wind's blowing today. Okay, so this lamp is now done. If you see on the bottom, it's finished out with a nice felt. When you put that spray on here, if you notice, it takes a lot of the shine out of your stuff. So basically where you got it really thick is where you can see it, and everything else is like that muted, washed out look. I love the way that looks. If you don't like that, if you like the shiny stuff, then I would suggest using this is crystal clear, a semi-gloss regular spray paint if you don't like it muted out. Personally, I do. So that's the way this one is, and I use a ton of that stuff because of it. See, it's just a little hint of color here and there. It really washed it out here, which makes it look nice. It doesn't pull from it. Okay. And the light looks like this. It goes in here. This comes with it, obviously, if you order it done. If you order it to where you paint it, it also comes with it. So you get everything that you need to make this lamp. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 of these. They're not great. This one, and this one, and all of them. There's too much of a glare. This one, and this one, all of them are already dried up. But the aqua is good, the red, the green, and the gold is pretty good. I guess for the first 5 people who order, if you want them, ask, and I'll just throw one in for free. Okay, I mean, that'll get you started at least. Or you could just buy one of these, like I said, from the link I'm going to put in below, but they're different colors. So if you're the first 5 and you get one of these for free, and then you buy one of the others, that'll give you all sorts of colors. So I've only got these 2 colors, but I got a lot of it. It's new old stock. Open it. As you can see, it's just fine. It's exactly the way you want it. Sorry for whoever gets this one. Hey, he's in my stuff. But before I mail them out, each one will be tested. I'm going to put this up. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. I'm going to put this up on my Etsy as well. These are a little pricey. You can't buy these anymore. But I have, I would say 20 of each. About 20 of each. So I'm going to put those up, and I'll have them up until they're gone.